Myself, T. Prasad, working as Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department at the Mlritm College. So today we have discussed about the surveying field work. The topic is practical leveling in ground. Now coming to the first course objectives in surveying. These are the 6 course objectives. First one is to know the principles and definition of the surveying. Second course objective is to measure the horizontal and vertical distances in the ground. Third course objective is to recording the observations, accurately perform calculations based on the observations in the land. Next, coming to the fourth course objective is to identify sources and errors in rectification of the methods in surveying. Next, coming to the fifth course objective is to apply the surveying principles and determine the areas and volumes in the land. Next, coming to the last course objective is to use the modern survey and tools, equipments used in land surveying for the construction. Next, coming to the course outcomes. At the end of this subject, how to learn about this subject. First one, apply the knowledge to calculate the angles and distances in the ground to know the measurements in the land survey. And now coming to the third course outcome is understand the working principles of the surveying and instruments applying the knowledge and trigonometric leveling in the land surveying. Next, coming to the fourth course outcome is land surveying is understand the apply corrective measurements in measurement errors in the surveying. Now coming to the last and final course outcome is apply and knowledge on curve alignment. Next, let us go through the first unit, introduction and basic concepts in surveying. First, what is the definition of surveying? Next, classification of surveying and types of surveying and principles used in surveying for the land survey. And now coming to the conventional symbols and leveling equipments and land survey in surveying methods. Next, coming to the compass surveying and types of compasses. What are the equipments used for compass surveying? What is the use of compass surveying? Like local attraction, magnetic declination and dip in the compass surveying. Next, let us go through the second unit, leveling and contouring in the surveying. First concept, levels of leveling steps and temporary adjustments and permanent adjustments in leveling equipments. These are the determination of levels. First one, curvature of the earth diffraction and contouring and characteristics and uses of contours and methods of contouring. Next, coming to the third unit, theodolite surveying. What is the definition of theodolite and types of theodolites? These are the 3 types of theodolites and temporary and permanent adjustments and measurement of angles, horizontal and vertical angles used in the land surveying. And these are the 3 types of experiments should be done in the land surveying: repetition method, reiteration method, vertical angle method. Next, coming to the tachyometric surveying. Next, tachyometric principles and tachyometric surveying is used for the horizontal distances for the additive and multiplying constants in the survey. Next, coming to the unit 4, traversing. Let us go through the first concept of traversing is method of traversing, traverse computations, adjustments and omitted measurements and curves. Next, coming to the elements of simple and compound, reverse and transition of curves. Next, last and final unit in surveying is modern surveying methods. What are the modern surveying methods? Like GPS systems and basic principles and classifications, applications and comparison of conventional signs and symbols used in the surveying. Next, electromagnetic wave theory in surveying, like GPS and protestation and references systems and GPS observations, applications of GPS used in surveying, modern survey for the land survey. Next, coming to the what is the definition of surveying? Surveying is defined determine the relative positions on the earth surfaces. the art of science. Determine the relative positions on the earth's surface is known as surveying. So, for example, let us see the definition of surveying is the art of science. Determine the relative positions on the earth's surface or below the earth's surface is known as the surveying. So, for example, point A, point B to fix the ground, to measure the tape or chain is known as surveying. Next, coming to the principle of surveying. What is the principle of surveying? Working from whole to part. So, for example, there is a regular shape of the boundary of land. To calculate the area, to fix the boundaries of that land, to fix the one reference point, point O, to locate the point A, point B. So, distances measured, angular or linear measurements. This is the working from whole to part. This is the main principle of surveying. Next, classification of surveying. What are the classifications? In this classification of surveying these are the two types of classification. First one is primary classifications. Second one is secondary classifications. In this primary classification is divided into two types. First one, plain surveying. Second one, geodetic surveying. Next, coming to the secondary classifications based on the instrument. First one, chain surveying. Second one, compass surveying. Third one, plane table surveying. Next, fourth one is leveling of surveying. Next, theodolite surveying. Next, tachyometric surveying. Next, total station surveying. It is nothing but EDM, electronic distance measurement. Why should I hire a land survey? Why should I hire the land survey? What is the use? Before the any construction, like building, the bridge or road or railway bridge, so anything, any hydraulic structures, before we can prefer the survey that land. So at that particular land is some undulations acting on that land. That land is clearance. First of all, you have to prefer to use the jungle clearance and to fix the boundary points on that land, to identifying the boundary points, to measure the at particular land is how many millimeters, how many square meters, to find the survey that land. Next, what is the need of surveying? Like planning and design for the any large structure and hydraulic structures and buildings and roads, railways, any structure, before you have to prefer the survey the land. Next, types of surveyings. Types of surveying in civil engineering classified by the principles and plan and geodetic surveying. In plan surveying is, what is the plane surveying? Which survey is used to determine the only linear measurements on the earth's surface. That type of survey is known as plane surveying. Let us see the slide. Plane surveying. Which survey is used to determine the linear measurements on the land? So, in this plane surveying, the survey that land is only less than the 250 square kilometers. That type of survey is known as plane surveying. Only linear measurements. Linear measurements. Negligible the earth curvatures. In this plane survey, only determine the linear measurements. Negligible the earth curvatures is known as plane surveying. Next, coming to the geodetic surveying. Which survey is used to determine the angular measurements in the earth's surface without negligible the linear measurements? That type of survey is known as geodetic surveying. Okay, what is the difference between plane survey and geodetic surveying? Let us read the slide. This is the plane surveying, only linear measurements. This is the angular measurements. Like points, canals and culverts, hilly areas, you have to prefer the survey the geodetic surveying. Only general plane surfaces, you have to prefer the plane surveying. Okay. Next, coming to the classification of surveying based on the instrument. So first one, chain surveying. Second one, compass surveying. Third one is leveling of survey, plane table surveying, theodolite surveying. Next, tachyometric surveying, photogrammetric surveying. Next, EDM surveying. These are the secondary classification of surveying based on the instrument. Now coming to the chain surveying. First, we will go to the chain surveying. Which survey is used to determine the only linear measurements on the earth surface? That type of survey is known as chain surveying. Chain surveying. What is chain? The number of links connected with the brass ring and tally with brass handle is known as chain. The types of chains. These are the 4 types of chain, 5 types of chains. First one is metric chain, second one is Gunter's chain, third one is engineer's chain, fourth one is steel bond chain, next fourth one is revenue chain, fifth one is. These are the 5 types. Okay, next coming to the metric chain. What is metric chain? Available in standard length. What is the standard length of the metric chain is 20 to 30 meters length. The chain which have the 100 links. 100 links. Each link is 20 centimeters. This is the least count of the chain. Next, 30 meters chain of metric chain is have the 150 links. 150 links to interconnected between the brass ring. The end portion of the chain has the brass handles. Next, Gunter's chain. In this Gunter's chain, it has the 66 feet length. Each link have the 0.6 feet. It has the 100 links. Next, coming to the engineer's chain. The engineer's chain standard length is 100 feet long. It has the one link equal to 1 feet length. To connected the 100 links of chain with the help of the brass ring. This is the 100 feet of engineer's chain. Majorly we can use the engineers. Next, coming to the revenue chain. In this revenue chain, 36 feet length. Each link is 0.3 feet length. Next, coming to the steel bond chain. This is the steel bond 30 meters long, more accurate on large areas, where greater precision for the required for the survey. Chain. This is the diagram of chain. Steel bond chain, metric chain, revenue chain, engineer's chain, Gunter's chain. These are the types of chains. Next, go to the chain triangulation survey. What is the use of chain for the measurement of lengths in the ground? What is the major difference between the tape and the chain? Chain is a accurate measurements are taken in the field. Next, coming to the 7 major instruments used in the chain surveying. So first you have to know about the chain, metric chain, and yarrows and pegs, plumb up, and clinometer, and cross staff. Yarrows. What is the use of yarrows? 2 intermediate points to be identifying to fix the yarrows. 2 ranging rods. Large survey line points to be identified to fix the ranging rods. The ranging rods are 2 to 3 feet height. Next, coming to the cross staff. Cross staff is used to certain accurate right angles in the corner points in the field. Next, coming to the ranging. All ranging rods should be surveyed in that land. So, for example, this is the survey line, point A, next point B. To measure the chain, the intermediate points to be identifying the ranging rod. The ranging rod is coincides one rod to another ranging rod. Next, coming to the another ranging rod is coincides. These are all ranging rods are coincides the certain line of collimination, the straight line. Next, coming to the compass surveying. Compass surveying. In this compass surveying is used to determine the horizontal distances and directions in the land. That type of survey is known as compass surveying. Okay. In this compass surveying is denoted the only preferring the large areas like where that land is invisible to survey that land. So for example, villages and forest areas, hilly areas. On that locations we have to preferring the compass surveying. What is the in this compass surveying? The two types of compasses. First one is prismatic compass, second one is surveyor compass. In this prismatic compass, the readings are taken in the prism only. The readings are taken into the only prism. In this compass, surveyor compass, the readings are taken into the box. Next, directional measurements and navigation to measure the horizontal angles and vertical angles and bearings. Next, coming to the in this prismatic compass, whole circle bearing system is acted in the prismatic compass. Whole circle bearing system. In this whole circle bearing system, 0 degrees to 360 degrees notations like 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 270 degrees, 190 degrees, sorry, 270 degrees, 360 degrees. It is a clockwise direction. In this whole circle bearing, north reference line to clockwise direction. In the surveyor compass, we have to preferring the quadrilateral bearing system. Quadrilateral bearing system. 0 degrees to 90 degrees. North reference line to south reference line. Only in this quadrilateral system, 0 to 90 degrees only. Next. It has the lightweight and easy to carry the prismatic compass. Next, it has a high precision and accuracy results in the surveyor compass. Next, coming to the uses of compass survey. Land surveying, engineering constructions like mining, navigation, military and archaeology. In this land surveying, small areas and large areas, you have to use the compass surveying. Engineering constructions like preliminary surveys, roads and bridges and railways and any other construction projects. In mining, it is underground surfaces and on the earth surfaces, you have to preferring the mining of survey that land. And navigation and military, employed on mapping routes and determining the directions and conducting the military reconnaissances in the compass surveying. Next, archaeology in compass surveying helps the mapping and surveying historical sites and advising forestry and surveys in wooded areas mapping forest resources. Next, leveling of survey. In this leveling of survey, survey is used to determining the elevations on the ground surfaces by using the leveling equipments, auto level and dumpy level. These are the two leveling equipments used for the elevations on the earth surface. Okay, next coming to the ensure the structural integrity and machinery installation and drainage systems and roads and railways, contour mapping, topographical maps. In these two equipments used in the land is leveling, where that land is high elevation, where that land is low elevation. Easily find and the reduced levels are find out by using the dumpy level, auto level instruments. Next, coming the leveling methods. Differential method, differential leveling method, profile leveling, reciprocal leveling methods. In differential leveling, used to find the height differences between any 2 points on the land is known as differential leveling. Next, coming to the profile leveling. In profile leveling, used to determine the elevations on the land surfaces. Minimum, minor elevations are found and to be reduced levels are to be noted and to form the road and railway track any profile leveling of the roads. And reciprocal leveling used to leveling across obstacles like rivers and account the curvature of the refraction. Next, field procedures. Calculations of the using the height of the instrument method and rise and fall method. These are two methods used to find out the reduced levels and find the elevations on the ground. This is the simple level. To fix the instrument on the land, this is the leveling staff. To find the noted the readings, graduated staff. The direction of traverse. Next, differential leveling. So, for example, differential leveling in the land is like hilly areas mainly. Change the instrument. Certain some points to be noted. After that, you can change the instrument one place to another place. Next, profile leveling. This is also the same procedure for the hilly areas like ghat roads. You have to prefer the profile leveling. Next, coming to the height of the instrument method using the reduced levels. To fix the instrument, this is the reduced level. This is the backsight reading, intermediate sights and foresight readings. After that, you can change the station 1 point to second point. Next, this point to this point, change the instrument. Next, coming to the standard leveling field book in the height of the instrument method. You have to fix the instrument. To fix the instrument certain land, first of all, you have to know the benchmark 100 meters. This is the benchmark. This is the benchmark. To be noted the backsight reading, first you have to take up on the backsight reading. This is the 0.628. Next, coming to the reduced level 100. Height of the instrument equal to HI equal to backsight plus benchmark. This is the height of the instrument method. In this height of the instrument method, the value is subtract the intermediate values and foresight values. Automatically, you can find out the reduced levels. Reduced level 1, reduced level 2. After the 3 points, the instrument is changed first point to another point. Why we can use the changing the instrument? The visibility is less compared to the before the points. Automatically change the instrument. Same simultaneously you can choose the backsight reading and you can adding the backsight reading and benchmark. So automatically find out the height of the instrument. Same procedure. So finally complete the height of the instrument method and that readings are correct or not correct. So cross check formula is summation of backsight readings minus summation of foresight readings equal to last RL minus first RL equal. So when that survey is accurately correct. Next, coming to the land survey, leveling of survey. Instrument is fixed. This is the backsight reading. Next, intermediate sight readings. Next, intermediate sight reading. Next, foresight reading. This is the practical applications on the ground. Next, coming to the rise and fall method in the leveling. In this rise and fall method, first same procedure coming to the height of the instrument. In this method, you have to determine the rise values and fall values. First, we have to know about the benchmark and backsight reading. What is the height of the instrument equal to backsight plus benchmark equal to height of the instrument. Height of the instrument value minus subtract the intermediate values and foresight values. So simultaneously we can find out the reduced levels. First reduced level, second reduced level, third reduced level, fourth reduced level, last reduced level. In this rise and fall method, foresight, backsight minus intermediate side minus foresight reading. It can be same procedure. So finally, in this cross-check formula is summation of foresight minus summation of backsight equal to summation of rise values minus summation of fall values equal. When that field book entry is equal value, when that survey is accurately correct. This is the leveling of survey. Thank you.